Tonight. So tonight we have a project for this evening. We are doing a charitable event this Saturday called a chili cook-off. And despite the fact that I have been working since 5 a.m., I have, let's see, all of that over there, plus what I did last night in the fridge. So we are making 10 gallons of chili. And yeah, so that is a thing, and we are going to be doing that. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do all the onions and all the bell peppers and just get it out of the way and chit chat with you guys, because this is gonna be kind of boring for me, so I might as well, like, you know, hang out, chit chat with you guys, and go from there. All right, first I'm going to need my knife sharpened. My hair is doing something. It was so cute this morning. I was like, yes. I woke up with a great hair day, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know. Now it looks like a wet dog or something. Like, I don't know what happened, but whatever. It's fine. Y'all will just be fine with it, right? All right. We are going to do, I don't know. Should we do the bell peppers first? Let's do the bell peppers first. And I don't think all of this, despite having a huge, massive pan, I have the Calderon. I don't think all of this will fit in there. I have like 10 pounds of hair. I don't think 10 gallons will fit in that. So we're probably gonna have to half it, I think. So, oh, the package just got delivered. Maybe not. Nope, my husband's home. Oh, the dogs are about to go off. Sorry. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna get started with this. Hey, babe. You're on YouTube Live. What? You're on YouTube Live if you come in the kitchen. Right, I figured. All right, I am going to get rid of all the stickers, but I think if I do half and half, we should be good to go. I think. So last night I did all of the hamburger, just to kind of get that out of the way so it wouldn't quite take as much. Hey Chief, how's it going? We are doing 10 gallons of chili this evening. It sounds terrible. No, we have a chili cook-off this Saturday, so we are prepping for that. And basically all the agents kind of get together and bring in chili because we need like 30 gallons. So I do the grand majority of it, I believe. I don't know, maybe not. A large portion, we'll just go with a lot. So I'm gonna do 10 gallons. It's just a weird looking pepper. And then hopefully we will have sufficient amount. And it's crazy because we will have like 30 gallons of chili, but we serve it one little thimbleful at a time. So everybody that comes in, they get little tickets. And so one ticket is one little teaspoon of chili to taste it. And then if you like the chili, you can use 3 little tickets, and that will get you like a small, it's like a cup of chili. So yeah, that's how it works. And then we won a trophy last year. We have not just the chili, but we also have to like dress up and have like this whole thing. For us, we kind of have a lot to do with the kids, so we have like a Hawaiian theme, and so we have Hawaiian chili. So there's gonna be pineapple going into this chili. I know it sounds gross, but it's actually pretty good. I'm doing the sweet chili, and Medina is doing the spicy chili. I'm really wishing that I got to do the spicy chili because then I would actually eat it. So yeah, so we are doing 10 gallons of chili, of sweet chili. My dogs are running in a circle, chasing each other. And yeah, I don't know what, one of them has some toy and the other one wants it. All right, so we are going to wash these off because I had to get the stickers off first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 and 5. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna use some soapy water I know some people just rinse, they don't use soap, but I use soap. Alright. Alright. See, that was fairly quick. Alright. You weird. Okay, you're pretty. I don't even know what is going on with that. So anyway, so yeah, we have the booth. We're going to try for best booth again this year. And we have, this year we have, of course, a volcano that actually has steam coming out of it. And it's lit up inside in red. And it's pretty cool. Anyway, I made it with spray foam insulation. And then I painted it brown. Anyway, it was a trip. Never had pineapple and chili. It's actually pretty good. But because we're doing like the Hawaiian theme, that's, I mean, you gotta have pineapple in the chili, right? But it's good. It's kind of, it ends up kind of being like a, I don't know, kind of like barbecue sauce. You know, some of it's sweet. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And then, what else? So we have this year, last year we had like a photo booth kind of thing, and you could like pose near a surfboard and stuff. But this year, the agents wanted more of like interaction with the kids and having games and stuff because they really love that. So we actually got a fish game, and it's this tiny inflatable pool, like tiny. And there's these little fish with magnets, and we have either 4 or 6 fishing poles. I don't remember how many I got. And then we have different prizes. So depending on if they get, you know, we gotta put numbers with permanent marker on each of the fish. So if they get like marker 1, you know, a fish with a 1 on it, then it's from the like lower caliber, whatever, like candy or something simple. And then if they get like a 3 or something, then it's like bubbles or I don't know, something from the higher caliber, or they can pick from, if they get a 4, they can pick from all of them. Like, I don't know if we could do one of each. I don't know. We're also doing rubber duckies too, which are Hawaiian themed as well. So anyway, so we have all sorts of stuff that we're doing, but this evening, because I don't know, I'm going to be busy the rest of this week, and I just want to get it out of the way and make sure, you know, have everything done. So I'm actually doing the chili tonight, and I'm putting it in the freezer, in freezer bags, and then the night before I will start thawing it out. So, because it doesn't matter, I mean, it all just kind of goes in together in big vats. You can always tell the newbies because they get like this big massive really deep pot, and they, you know, use like, I don't know, propane or something like that. Like if it was you doing the chili, how would you do it? Like they use, one guy I saw using a boat oar to mix his. That's gonna burn the chili. You can't go deep. You have to go shallow, and like, why? Amateurs. Now we've been doing it for about 10 years now, I think. But it is like the event in Ocala, okay? It is a really big deal for the chili cook-off. I think this is a 42nd year they've done it, 42nd or 43rd. So we were really, really excited to win. Hey, John, how are you? Long time no see. I actually wanted to go over and see you and do a live tonight, but I have 10 gallons of chili to make. So we're going to be hanging out at my house and cooking up a lot of chili because the chili cook-off is on Saturday, and I have the ingredients, but I do not have the chili. And I knew I was going to be doing a live tonight, so we're just mixing those together. So right now I am cutting up 5 of these bell peppers. And they're all red. I don't know why we just got red. We didn't get green. I don't know. It's not my recipe. I'm just trying to follow directions. So whatever. But yeah, Lexi is dying to do, she is so excited to do the video. So yeah, now that I'm back from Texas and home for the most part, I gotta get through the chili cook-off, and then we're gonna do that. So kind of excited about that. So long ago, there was a video of my daughter, I think she was maybe 12 or 13, I don't know. But she went to a house that I was listing, and we played Who Can Sell It Best. And she went in with the video camera, and she dressed up like a realtor, and she made sure to specify multiple times on the camera that she was not a realtor. You know, don't want to get in trouble or anything. But she specified that. And then she went around and showed the house, and it was the funniest freaking video I've ever seen. I put it up on YouTube. It was freaking hilarious. Okay, the stuff that was coming out of that girl's mouth. So I'm dying to do it. So we have her, me, and then of course John Gaskins, because he is actually the one that is at Pulte Homes, and you know, he knows what he's doing. He knows everything about the thing. He's probably shown the houses what do you think, John? Maybe 100,000 times by now? So you got me, who's a very experienced realtor, but you know, it's not like I'm there every day like he is. And then Lexi, and then John. So that is what we are going to do, I think, next week. I don't know. Let me know. On Saturday, the chili cook-off is, yes, it's open to everybody. It is a charity event, and it is at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion in Ocala. And it's not free. I think it's like $5 to get in or something. It's pretty cheap. And then you just buy as many tickets as you want. And the tickets work for, you know, you can get beverages with it. So if you want to get water, milk, if you drink some of the, or if you tried some of the spicy chili. There's a car show out front. And one of my friends actually talked him into bringing his Tesla, because I think that is just cool. And he's like, that's not really like, you know, an antique. And I was like, it doesn't say antique car show. It says car show. So actually it says car and truck show. So personally, I think a Tesla qualifies, because I think they're pretty cool to look at. I don't have one. I just think they're neat. I don't really want one because I would forget to charge it, and then I would be the one on the side of the highway trying to figure out electricity. So I have a hybrid, but I still think they're really cool, and they do all sorts of really cool stuff. So, and he knows like all the stuff they do. So anyway, but yes, it is open to the public. So if you want to come and hang out, I will be there all day serving up little tiny teaspoons of 30 gallons of chili. But yeah, my whole crew will be there, and we will blind light. Hey, y'all, we finally met. She came to my office. I was actually in town. I don't know what it was up with our schedule. It was insane. Every single time that she came into town, I was gone. And I don't actually get to travel that much, but it was just so weird how our schedules were just so, like, every time she was traveling, so was I. It was bizarre. So, but we actually got to hang out, and she came in just as another appointment of mine was leaving. It was like literally the perfect timing. So we actually got to hang out for a while. We didn't do breakfast, which I was kind of hoping to, but we just started talking, and by the time we were done talking, I was like, we were supposed to go to breakfast. So anyway, but that's okay. That is okay. But yes, the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion is this Saturday for the chili cook-off. It is a massive event. I think there's probably going to be 100 or 150 different vendors doing chili. And there is a huge controversy over the city of Ocala Fire Department and Marion County Fire Department, and which one does a better chili. Because I can tell you right now, one of those crews does not know how to cook, like, at all. I don't know how they're not starving. The other one is actually really good, and I'm not going to say which one is which. You will tell for yourself. But one of them is truly awful, and the other one is truly amazing, and there's no in between, like, ever. So one of these days, I think they're gonna have a ringer, and they'll actually have like some retired executive chef or something who's also happens to be on the fire department payroll. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I think one of them actually does. Maybe that's what it is, but yeah, if you go, you'll see. And invariably, somebody always messes up their chili because they're amateurs or something, and they burn the chili and you can smell it from like a mile away. It's terrible. But it's a lot of fun, and everybody has their booths set up in different ways, and there's like a whole kids section where you can use a ticket and they can do the bounce houses, and I don't know. And it's, I mean, the first weekend in November, it's the first Saturday in November. It's just a one-day event. I don't think I could do it if it was 2 days. It's exhausting. I want to see. Electric cars give you anxiety. We are right now, I want to see, chopping up 5 of these for the chili that I have not really gotten to. We are doing 10 gallons of chili this evening. I've already told my husband that I am not making 2 meals, so he's having chili for dinner tonight, or he can find some leftovers out of the fridge, but I'm not doing 10 gallons of chili plus dinner. That's insane. I mean, come on. There's only so much you can do, right? Although he made steak for me last night, and I bet if I threw maybe a few slices of this in with, maybe I will make him something different. I don't know. But all of these peppers and some onions, he could make some really good thick fajitas pretty easily. I don't know. Should I give him something actually besides chili? It's good chili. It's just, that's what we're going to be eating all weekend. Normally after the chili cook-off, I do not make and or eat chili for about 6 months because I'm just so over it. But I love trying all the different chilies at the thing. I'm just cutting these up. This is all I'm doing. I'm literally talking to you guys and chopping up red bell pepper. And because there is so much chili, I'm gonna have to do it 5 gallons at a time. That's why I'm cutting up 5 of these, because I actually have 10. It's insane. But we do this to ourselves every year. This year was especially exhausting because today was the first day of my radio show this morning. That will be on. I know you guys probably are like, oh my goodness, where did you go on the YouTube channel? Because I've not been on there very much, but it's because I've been gearing up and doing the launch and stuff for the morning show, which is 5 days a week. And it's 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So that will be actually on YouTube as well. You'll start seeing some shorts and stuff, but not fully. I mean, that's 15 hours a week of just chit-chatting about Ocala. So y'all are gonna be sick of me pretty soon. But there were some really funny stories this morning. We talked to the weatherman, we talked about hurricanes, we talked about AI in meteorology and how he was actually concerned that AI was going to take the place of meteorologists, which I don't think that's even possible. But I think meteorologists are going to rely on them heavily. I think we're all going to rely on AI quite a bit. I already do. Anytime I'm mad at somebody, like I'm just irritated because they've done something, I will write the entire scenario out of what this evil person did to me or did to somebody else, which will really get me riled. And I put it all into AI, and then I'm like, help me write an email, and it writes the nicest but most firm email possible, and it's so professional, so much more professional than I ever could write. So that's how a lot of it, how I use it. And then it's like any of the like emotional, like, you know, knee-jerk reaction kind of things that I put in there, it takes those out. So so it makes it, because you know, if I actually click send on the email I wanted to send, I'll regret it the next day. I'll regret it. So it's better to just not. So either my husband is like, let's just wait until tomorrow to send that email. Why don't we just and then by the next day I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, start making excuses for the person or whatever. I had that last week, and I'm gonna assume it was, I'm hoping that it was a miscommunication in some regards, and the agent did not in fact lie to an 86-year-old grandma. I'm gonna hope that that is the case, because I found out about it and I was not a happy person. So yeah, but my husband heard what I was wanting to write to this agent, because when a realtor or an agent, whatever, when they do something like that, it makes all of us look bad. I'm only as good as the least of these. You know how, I don't know, it's hard to explain. So I take it personally when they do something like that, because it makes me feel like people will put me in that category, and I'm not in that category. Our office is customers over commissions always. And if you are always taking care of your customers and not worrying about what you get paid, you'll never have to worry about getting paid, because people will always go to you, and we found that to be the case. So yeah, but so I'm gonna assume that he did not actually say what she said he said, and yeah, but I did not send the email. I was thinking about it. I began the email. I didn't even get to the ChatGPT part of it. I just didn't send it, because you know what, at the end of the day, it wasn't one of my agents. So not my monkeys, not my circus. That is somebody else's problem. And I have definitely had agents in the past that should not have been at my brokerage. So everybody makes mistakes, right? It's rare. Normally I vet them pretty good, but sometimes none of them are there now, that's for sure. I don't know. I just like people that want to take care of other people. Not somebody that is going after commissions or being all crazy or whatever. We all have to make a living, but we don't have to be slimy about it. I have one more slice of red bell pepper, and then I get to move on to the onions, and y'all may see me cry. So what are you guys up to this evening? Y'all are just kind of quiet. I have like some ASMR going with this stuff. I think they're actually starting to, my hands are actually starting to get dyed red from this. So we are well on our way to 10 gallons. I know it doesn't seem like I've got, but you know, you also got to think I've already done all of the meat. I put it in the pressure cooker last night, and then once it like cooled off a little bit, then I went ahead and just put it in the fridge. I covered it, of course, and put it in the fridge. So I really just have to kind of let everything simmer together. That's about it. I've got to wash my hands. Okay. Y'all, this is crazy. I'm working and listening to you at the same time. Okay, cool. That works. As long as you are not just bored out your head, that's fine. I am, oh man, these are hard as rocks. Okay, these onions are going to be fun. Yeah. Oh man. I need some, oh. No. They're like apples or something. They're really, really hard. Okay, like I cook with onions all the time. All the time, and I can promise you these are spectacularly hard onions. They're fun to watch and listen to. Well, that's good, because I have a lot of cooking to do tonight. So y'all are in for the long haul. I don't actually know how long I'm going to be on here, but I have a feeling it's going to be a while, because this is a lot of chili. I am thinking I may do half tonight and do half tomorrow, but that sounds a lot like cleaning my kitchen twice, so I'm not really sure. Not really sure about that one. I came home to absolute mayhem tonight. Like the dogs, I don't know what on earth, what kind of crack they were smoking while I was at work, but I came home and it was just like they had had a wild house party, like doggy house party or something. Like everything was upside down. I'm looking at my daughter. She's looking at me because we came home together. And I'm like, I don't even know where to begin with this mess. She's like, oh, I'll clean up this. We've kicked the dogs outside, let them go run wild outside. And just started cleaning up. So it was crazy. They had a kegger, I think, while we were at work and stuff. So, I mean, I did get 2 dogs because I wanted my dog to have an emotional support animal. But now I think I'm going to need an additional emotional support animal because they're driving me insane. Not sure. Oh, you know, if I were actually a really good chef, I would probably be all done with these onions already. Just, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, it is actually, yeah, Chief says, sounds like a nice event to raise money for charity. It is. It's actually for a school, and they're not a public school. It used to be it was like a co-op. It was like a bunch of parents that got together and was like, you know, they wanted to homeschool, and they basically just took turns on different days helping to teach the kids. So, you know, if one was like really good at math, they took the math and, you know, or just basically helped out each other. And that school eventually became a Cornerstone School. And now it is a private school, but it's still really small classes, and it's just a really, really, really great school. And it's actually fairly low cost for a private school because they do fundraisers. So I'd say fairly low cost. I mean, it's not free or anything. But my daughter actually went way back in the day because they actually, you know, as a school, when they take kids all the way to 3 years old. And Lexi, if you've ever seen her on here, Lexi at 3 years old was an interesting soul. She basically, I don't know, she basically sucked the information out of me like a sponge. Like, she was hard to keep up with. And I don't know if that's normal or not, but I don't know. It was hard. So to put her into a daycare, because I didn't have the option of staying home. I would have loved to, I think, I don't know. But she had to know everything. The Lexi stories, oh my God, the stuff that she's done to me. You. She just came in. I didn't even realize she was in here. She was, let's see. She went to, yeah, the chili. She went to public elementary school at 5, right? You were 5? Okay. And it was a hair-raising experience for both of us. The things she did, oh, don't even. So her and I used to have conversations, like I would get her ready to go. I don't think I actually ever raised her, technically. I don't know. She would come in, remember, babe? I would say, she would come in with shorts. She got to, you know, dress herself after the age of 2. It was normally pretty interesting. And I'd be like, Lexi, I think you need to put on some jeans or some pants or whatever, because it's cold outside. And she's like, no, Mama, I checked the weather at 2:21 when I go out for recess, and it's going to be 75 degrees, so I'm dressed appropriately. Like, who does that? Like, and I'm just kind of going, drinking my coffee, going, okay, I mean, you looked at the weather. I didn't. So, I mean, but I just kind of always felt like she was raising herself, and I was just along for the ride. It was bizarre. So, yeah, her going to daycare at 3 and not going to education, no. What are you drinking? Tea? Okay. So, at one time she came up missing. A couple times she came up missing. Okay. One time when she was, were you 5? I think you were 5. So
no. I was
6
I was
when
in
you
third
caught a
grade.
ride home.
I was in third grade.
No.
No, I remember the friends I had. I was third grade.
So, well, and you skipped a grade, so you were like 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was 6. I just said you were 6. So she's 6 years old, and she had energy to spend. We used to actually get her to run around the house, like do laps. We would tell her we were timing her just so she would go outside and run full tilt.
And did you not time me?
Most of the time, no. I mean, she had so much energy. So we'd be like, hey, you're doing better.
And I believe y'all too.
Yeah, well, okay, so I put her on running club, which was like 2 days a week at school after class. And I think it was actually supposed to be for the older kids, but I mean, she was running a mile when she was about a year old. So I was like, you know what, you're going to running club. So 2 nights a week, I had to pick her up from the school at like, I think it was like 5:30. So she stayed after school and she did running club, which was just basically running around the track. I can see the shadows. So one night I go to pick her up and she's not there. My kid's not at school. And there's everybody running, all of her friends, her teachers, whatever. And I'm going to pick her up. My kid's not at school. She's like 6, not there. So I freak out because the teacher's like, no, Lexi's not here. And I'm like, but I dropped her off this morning and I didn't pick her up yet. So y'all lost her. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She's supposed to be here and she's not. Like, where did she go? So apparently, I went looking all over for her, and I finally found her at home by herself, sitting on the couch watching TV.
Watching Ellen DeGeneres on YouTube.
Yes, she was watching Ellen DeGeneres on YouTube. Thank you for that. She remembers from 6. And I'm like, hi. How did you get here? Oh yeah, Lindsay was looking all over. Everybody was looking for her. We had no clue where she was. Like, did she go home with somebody? Like, we had no idea where this child is. She's at home sitting on the couch just at 6. And I'm like, there's nobody else home. Like, how? And I'm like, how did you get here? And she goes, oh, I got a ride. You're 6. You can't get a ride. How did you get a ride? Well, it turns out that at some point on the playground or whatever, I don't know, her pants split. And so she wrapped, it wasn't on the playground. Either way, her pants broke. And she was embarrassed. So she wrapped her jacket around her waist or something. And she was too embarrassed to ask the teacher for one of the bazillion pairs of pants that they keep on hand. So she just decided that as the kids were, she's in line, and she actually got one of her friends to help her. She's in line going out to go to running, to do the running on the track, and she sees the kids in our neighborhood and the ones going on the bus, and she's like, okay, hold my spot. And she switches and gets into that line. So yeah, she got a ride home. This is what I had. Yeah, it's freaking bizarre. But yeah, can you imagine not being able to find your 6-year-old and then she's just on the couch? What? It was bizarre. So I had to have a very, very strong conversation with her that at 6 years old, she was not allowed to get a ride home on her own without calling me first to let me know. Which we might have to have that conversation again because my car keeps coming up missing and she's just gone somewhere. And I'm like, and she's like, I put it on your Google Calendar where I was going. I was like, that's not asking permission or telling me, like, that's not a thing. So I have her on Life 360, so I know where she's at. I even know what speed limit she's going. But at the same time,
Am I a speeder?
You're not a speeder.
Arr.
No, you're a good driver.
Well, thank you.
But at the same time,
she never says that when I'm driving with her.
No, normally I'm like, please don't kill me. Ah! But when I'm not in the car. Normally I'm stomping on the fake brake and grabbing the seat, the hand rest or whatever, but it's fine. I don't know what is up with this onion, but it is not cutting up like it should.
People
I
are
got,
not
like, chunks.
talkative today.
I know, they're all just kind of listening to me monologue, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, but that school did help. It helped with like science and math and all sorts of stuff. So I'm very grateful because I probably would have strangled her before she made it to 4. Like, she's so smart. She's a Mensa. I don't know. You'll have to. What's a Mensa? It is a club for geniuses, and you have to actually.
I'm not up to that, I don't think.
I don't know.
On that note, I'm going back to statistics.
You're going. She's taking her statistics class tonight, or homework. Is it homework or the class? Or both? Take your pick. Same thing. She's in college statistics. So, yeah. No, she's smart cookie, but raising smart children is not the easiest thing on the planet to do. I did not. It's not easy. It is a wild ride. But yeah, that school did help, and I think the school itself is helping a lot of other kids, and if we can help them back, then we do. So, and plus it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. But this is like their only fundraiser for the year. So here I am making 10 gallons of chili because they helped my 3-year-old not drive me crazy 13 years ago. Gotta pay back. Okay, seriously, I don't know what happened. This is like super big chunk of onion. I'm not crying, you're crying. Ah! No. Doing fine up until I get to that last bit, and then I don't want to, I don't know. It's just a mess. Now I've got like big chunks. This is with love. 10 gallons of chili. I think I am gonna only do 5 tonight because holy smokes. This is a lot of onions to get through. Oh my goodness. So, I bet you guys have all sorts of stuff like this in your town. I don't know. It's been at least 20 years since I have lived in another town. Actually, probably longer than that because I was, for at least a year, I was traveling around and I was on a float position. So I just kind of literally traveled for like a year straight. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. Not a lifestyle I wanted to have forever, but fun at the time. And yeah. So, and another one bites this, and another one bites, oh. Excuse me, I have to go let the dog out before it does such dedication. No, just ridiculous amounts of stubborn. Okay, I have to let my dogs out. We have not installed the dog door, so we have the fenced yard, but we don't have the dog door yet. Because we are crazy busy. I think it's my knife is just getting dull. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Okay. I'm sitting here fighting with it. Okay. It is not. Okay, so apparently after 5 bell peppers and I don't know, probably as many onions, you have to sharpen your knife again. I did not realize that. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know why I was struggling with it for so long. I should have just sharpened the knife and been done with it. Oh, beautiful. I was dull, man. That was awful. Sitting there fighting with the stupid onion. Oh, much better, much faster. That was ridiculous. I don't normally have to like stop halfway through and sharpen my knife, but this is an obscene amount of diced vegetables. I may have to get a food processor for next year. Babe, will you find me a food processor for next year? I don't know where he's at. What? For next year. We'll see. Okay. I've got my list going. It's a lot of onions. I haven't even started cooking anything. I could probably just sit down and do this. This is crazy. This is craziness. That's okay. I'm enjoying, you know, normally I just make the dinner and feed the people, and I really don't get to be on here that long. But tonight, I got nowhere to be except for slicing up onions. So if y'all get bored, let me know, because I'm gonna be here for a while. Ah! They're attacking me. I should do like an ASMR video and just kind of cut the I would have no idea. I actually found out some crazy information about the original ASMR person, which is Bob Ross, the painter. I did not realize that he was like born and raised here in Florida, not that far from us. It was like over in Daytona. So after all that was for dinner, chili. They're eating chili. No, I might do, actually I probably should just do it real quick. I might steal a little bit of the bell pepper, and I've got extra onions over there. And I might do something, yeah, because we're gonna be eating a lot. Let me just do something really quick for my husband, because that is ridiculous. That's gonna be like a ridiculous amount of stuff. So let me just do this real quick. I'm gonna steal half an onion. And I'm not stealing it. I actually have more right there that are mine. I mean, they're all mine, but like some of them are for the recipe. And I don't want to mess up the recipe. My dog is broken. I don't know. What in the world? Do you hear that? She literally is crazy. She's broken. I don't know. All right, hold on. Hold up. Shadow. Shadow. You're literally 9 pounds. Nobody cares if you're barking, except for me. Okay. Crazy dog. Okay, so I'm gonna like borrow that much. It's not a big deal, right? That won't mess up the recipe too much. Maybe I'll just use the caps. One second. Okay. Crazy. Hang on. Yeah. Shadow. You annoying dog. Okay. That's not even a thing. Okay. She is crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna do something really quick in between. Hey, hey. No, ma'am. We do not need that kind of behavior. No. That is how you get yourself put outside. Okay. That didn't help much. Yeah, that's on. Okay, so a little bit of onion, a little bit of pepper, and I actually have some leftover steak from yesterday, so I'm just gonna slice that up. It was really good steak, but it doesn't need to cook, it just needs to heat up. But I mean, since I have the peppers and the onions, right? And the steak for that matter. Okay, so we sliced it. I throw it in the pan. We got a little bit of taco seasoning. And there we go. Now we have fajitas. All right. So yeah, he was supposed to have chili because I didn't want to make 2 dinners, but this is technically already done, so it'll be fine. Right? I may have to sharpen my blade again though. He wasn't sure how much steak to get, so I think he got a little too much. I didn't actually eat that much. I was so tired, I just wasn't really hungry. So I just kind of put my steak away, plus the leftover. So now it's actually super easy to have some steak fajitas real quick. That piece is too thick. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Yes, I know this is the wrong pan for it. I know. Sad, but sure. No, we don't need any of that. Nope. It's a lot of steak for just a little bit of onion, but I'm pretty sure my husband will not mind. I can't get it open. More of this. I think my dog is broken. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you get an emotional support animal for your animal. She ends up being kind of sane, and the other one's nuts. I think she broke her. I'm not really sure. Sitting here fighting with this little itty bitty pan because I didn't want to use the big huge pan because it wasn't that much. I need some more onion. You know what? I gotta have half an onion out of this other bag anyway. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, so let's be honest. I just didn't want to eat chili. I'm sitting here cooking it and like cutting and cutting and cutting. I don't feel like making chili. I don't want to eat it. This is what happens every year. Like if you came by in like December or November and were like, hey, let's go get some chili or come on over for some chili. Not happening. I would be very nice about it, but I'd be like, no, I am dying of the plague. I cannot, after the chili cook-off, in all honesty, bear the sight of it. So, no. Okay, had to use the other half. And now it's really a full pan. I know better than to use a pan this size. This is probably going to become one of those memes where they're just like, look at this blonde airhead eating, making something like this. Ah. She doesn't even know what pan to use. Yes, I do. I was just trying not to make a big old mess. Oh, it's good. I'm just going to let it cook down a little bit. In my itty bitty pan. So, you see? Fajitas in under 5 minutes. Okay. Now back to the cutting of the onions. Oh, wait. I have hot soapy water over there in case you're wondering why I keep going over to the sink. Ooh, she keeps touching stuff. No, I keep washing my hands too. It's a thing. You guys ever see that TikTok thing where they're like, you can't eat in everybody's house? Yeah. You could eat in my house. Ooh, throw in an onion. No, I'm not letting Miss Crazy Pants in. That would be Shadow. She's nuts. I think it's the poodle. Are all poodles crazy or is it just mine? Looks good. Okay. That just needs to sit down for just a minute. That is that. Hot soapy water. Ta-da! Okay. I'm getting really feisty. And then getting out the paper plates. Okay, there we go. Is that what you guys do? Comes in all braids. True, very true. All right, yay, fajitas. I mean, since I had all the ingredients sitting there, why not, right? pretty sure my husband will like that a heck of a lot more than the chili he's going to be eating all week, possibly all month. I don't know. Over there, this goes over here. I think he has Chief to to thank for this, because I was like, you know, I really don't want to eat that chili either right now. It's just, you know, when you're like knee deep in the peppers and onions, it just no longer looks good. Okay, you guys didn't see this, but I do not have lettuce. Apparently I bought extra spinach and no lettuce, but you know what, it's the same difference, so it's green. Y'all are like, I am never eating at her house. She does not have a clue. You know what? He'll like it. He'll eat it. It'll be fine. Hold on one sec. What? Yeah, babe, that's chili. He's like, that doesn't look like chili. Whatever. And we're back to the chopping of onions. You ever know the myth, I think it's a Greek myth, where the guy had to push a boulder over and over up a hill every single day? Was it Cephas? I don't know. I don't remember. If I asked Lexi, she would know. Is that weird? I have to ask my daughter, but she would know. I think she's in there doing homework. I should probably not irritate her by asking, but I think it's Cephas. I don't remember. Anyway, cutting these onions up at this point kind of feels like that. Cephas? Man, now it's just gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to ask her. But yeah. Like he did. He had to over and over again. And the big question is, at least that's what Lex tells me, is was he happy? Did he choose to be happy pushing the same boulder up the mountain every single day for eternity? Because you can choose to be happy or you can choose to be miserable. Cepheus. I think it was Cepheus. I gotta ask her now. Do you guys know? What is his name? Hang on, I'm gonna have to ask her. I choose to be happy. I'm not great with doing the same thing over and over again, but it's for a good cause. Sisyphus. That's who it was. I am so happy I got that without asking my kid. But yeah, Sisyphus. He went and pushed the boulder up the mountain, and then it rolled right back down, and then the next day he had to do it again for eternity. So the question is, was Sisyphus happy? I think it just depends on how you look at it, but I think everybody has to have a cause, right? Well, look at me. 15 vegetables in, and I am waxing poetical and getting philosophical. That's kind of sorry. Sisyphus. It was Sisyphus. Ha ha. Okay, so maybe you know. Was Sisyphus happy? Or was he miserable? Nobody really knows. I think he was happy. No, I'm not letting you in because you're acting crazy. We are one bag of onions in. I'm excited. We are almost to the point of actually cooking this and being done with this activity for the evening. So I have definitely decided I'm doing 5 and that's it for tonight. This is just way too much chopping. I think everybody else is going to be feeling the same way. This is actually one of the charities we do. We also work with, we have been working with Isaiah 117 House, which is very cool. They're building a house in Marion County for the kids on removal day, which is not a good day. We always think of it as, oh, they're saved, they're gonna be taken care of, but apparently removal day is actually the most traumatic day of their life, and then the kids end up going to like the floor, which I don't know about you, but I've never actually seen a happy-go-lucky government building before. So, yeah. I think happy that even though he endured work, he got to live. That's true. I think that. I think he was happy. You could choose to think that any job is drudgery, but that says more about you than the actual job. Because other people, they could be doing the exact same thing and they're completely content and totally happy because they're providing for their family, or because they have an opportunity to do it here in the United States, or a million other reasons. So I guess it just depends on your outlook, not the job itself. So whether it is chopping onions or taking a boulder up a mountain, I guess it's all in your outlook. Anyway, so excited that one's done. Ooh, I think I'm going to, that's hot. I'm eating a fajita real quick because that just looked good. And I'm getting a low battery. Well, I was going to hang out with you guys this entire time as I chop 50 bazillion more onions, but it occurred to me that my can opener is going to be super loud as I open like 15 cans, and I need to eat this. So I think I'm going to call it a night for this evening, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me because, yeah, watching somebody just sit here and chop a bazillion vegetables, probably not the most fun thing to do, but I appreciate you hanging out with me because it was actually, you know, I had to do it anyway, so I'm glad you were like here to chat with. So Blind Line, you were awesome, Chief. I will definitely talk to you soon, and I don't know, thanks for hanging out. Bye. Maybe I'll see you on Saturday.